BIM Technology is building information modeling. It's taking models and using them for quantity takeoffs, for creating drawings, running reports, and then a big part of the information modeling is sharing it. So sharing your information, if you're a concrete contractor, sharing it with the general contractor, with the engineer, and really acting more as a community on a project rather than individual trades.
BIM has been around for a few years, gaining traction in the construction industry. The basic idea is taking your building, putting it into a computer model, and putting information in it.
The whole BIM process is really about a workflow. It's taking the concept of a design through the design process into the construction process, and then ultimately delivering that to an owner.
Building models can contain information about the price, the schedule, any kind of data, productivity data can all be incorporated into a model. And the most cost-effective way to use building information modeling currently is just for simple 3D collision detection and coordination. You can also find a lot of constructability issues by putting an architectural, a structural model in together with your mechanical, electrical, plumbing, and fire sprinkler models, and just finding issues that don't pop out to you in a 2D overlay. The old-fashioned way of light tables, it doesn't find a lot of issues that these 3D models make very apparent. And each time you miss a clash like that and it gets out into the field, it ends up costing far more than it would if you had invested the time up front to do better planning and better coordination, and this 3D model presents that better coordination method.
Today it's up and coming, particularly in the concrete world. What you'll find in the steel and the structural steel world is that 3D's been there for a long time, nearly a decade, and so they're using it very much. What we're starting to see now is at this stage, the general contractors are picking it up a lot because they're seeing the benefits of the coordination. The concrete guys are slowly feeling that and appreciating it and starting to use the tools themselves. What we're going to see in the future is, number one, is more jobs being modeled, whether they're 7-11 slabs or part of the New York skyscrapers. You'll see them being modeled more and more because of those benefits. And then you'll see more and more trades being involved. Mechanical, electrical, and plumbing has been modeling for a long time. The structural steel, the rebar detailing particularly, all of the trades that are involved in putting a structure together will start to model, and then the efficiency will go up. So it goes in line with a lot of those things, the lead campaigns that are going on. There's less waste, more efficiency.
There's a big gap between where it could be and where it is today. We're again just gaining traction with BIM in the construction industry, and I foresee in the next even 5 years, the industry really making it a standard for any project. And the level of detail that you go into will vary based on projects. Whether you want to detail every single nut and bolt on the project or you just need very basic shape geometry, it's a matter of what you're going to get the most value out of.
One of the greatest returns on investment that we're going to see in the construction process is taking those models to the field. And for the work that we self-perform, we're able to break apart those models, understand the models, and then sequence the construction through that whole process.
Well, the biggest benefit for contractors right at the get-go is winning jobs. Right now, we've seen more and more owners asking, and not just asking, but requiring building information modeling in their job proposals, in their request for proposals, I should say. And they expect a certain level of technology and a certain level of expertise in the technology from their general contractors today. There's, aside from just showing off a model that you guys can model, having general contractors show that they understand how the model can be used to benefit the owner, to improve a schedule, to minimize the cost of the project, more accurate quantity takeoffs, and better coordination, which leads to a better quality product.
Our role inside of Myron Construction, which is being virtual construction, we are constantly trying to identify the efficiencies in that construction process. So we're working closely with our superintendents, with our concrete crews, with the erectors of the steel and the precast, and we need to help them understand what they're going to build and then they can understand how they're going to build it through the sequencing process.